start. Ageless balance. I'm Ron. Let's go. And do some core. Step out to the side. Shoulder blades back, chest out. Deep breath in. Exhale. Coming back. Other side, same thing. Reach out. Deeper breaths as you go. We're going to use the chair for just about everything today. A lot of movement. Going to have you use the chair for support so you can work the muscles instead of worrying about balance. Arms a little bigger each time. One more, up and over. Breathe in and exhale. Hands right here into a genie style. Rotation first. We always try to warm up those muscles on the sides of the torso before we go into the rotations. Nice and slow. Get the muscles stretched out, warmed up. Get those joints flexible before you move into putting all of this into action. And stagger step, feet parallel, knee over the ankle on the front leg, palm to fist, follow the chin, chin follows chest. Make sure your eyes follow your chin. I don't know that you can do it any other way. You're not hinged between the two. Other side, around. Roll that shoulder back as far as you can and come back to center. Give me 1 second. Okay, 1 second. And I'm back. That wasn't that long. It was 1 second. Get your, oh, yes. Heel up to the butt, right straight up. If you can, do it without the chair, just side to side, making sure that you're balancing over that stationary leg. So it's not just waddling back and forth. It is pick that leg up. Heel up to the butt or in that direction. Knee straight down is the key. You want to make sure that the feet stay, or the thighs stay parallel. Lift, lift, up, and up. Stretching out those quadriceps. Now we're going to stretch out the hamstrings, going into a hip hinge. Hands on the thighs, just above the knees, or wherever is right for you, wherever you're comfortable with. Toes forward, knees over the ankle, butt back. Feel the stretch going up through the hamstrings, back of the thighs, butt, lower back. And remember, this is how far back can you get your butt. And drive through the heels and come back up again. A couple more times. Down, out, push it out. And back up and in one more time. Down and out. And back up. Remember that rotation we did? We're going to do it again in the hip hinge. So going down into the hip hinge. Hand against the fist. Butt right straight back. Feet forward. Chin, chest, arms. In that rotation, squeeze those muscles along the outside, tightening up. On the contracted side, bring it back and up. Be careful with this one. If you have any problems with the lower back, don't go down as far. You want to make sure the shoulder blades are back. Head is in alignment, back of the head with the tailbone, and then the rotation. If you're feeling any crimping anywhere, make some adjustments. Back and up again. Arms out to the side if you want, going into a windmill. So butt is back, arms are out. Just do that rotation. Shoulder girdle rotates. Back up to standing. Excuse me. Butt out. Rotate. Point it toward the floor. And bring it back up again. Grab onto your chair. We're going to bring the leg up and around. Like that. Stay with that leg. Back to front. Front to back, just getting movement within that hip. We want it nice and flexible. We want to get those muscles stretched out a little bit. I'm sorry, warmed up, a little flexible. Not stretched, flexible. And around. We just don't want to get tight, whatever the opposite of tight is. Less tight. There we go. Not loose. And around. And back. Other side, same thing. Circles, how big you make them is up to your body. What you can do, stationary leg, make sure the foot is flat on the floor, knees bent, and back. You want your knee bent. Front to back, back to front. As you do this, see if you can keep that toe forward too. Don't let the whole leg roll around in there. Up, out, and in, warming up the glutes as we do this. Back in one more time. Each way, out and around. One, and back. To the other side, just an external hip rotation. Now those muscles are warmed up. You can go a little longer or a little wider. Knee over toe over hip. Yeah, line them right there. See that? Everything's lined up that way. In and back down. See how that works? Up, out, trying to make it work. Hold on there, in, and back down. So we're warming up those muscles on the outside of the hip. We're stretching out these inner thigh muscles. And right here, lift the knee just a little bit with that exhale. Down, in, tap the toe, come right back up one last time. Out to the side, exhale. As you squeeze that hip up or squeeze that leg up, working those hip flexors, and back down, other side. Starting out with that rotation to warm it up. Now we're going to make it go just a little bit more. We're also going to engage those muscles now too. So up, lower abs involved in that exhale, making sure that you tighten up the muscles all the way through the core. Feel that little pelvic tilt come there. Up, out. 3, out. Make sure you get your alignment. Only go out as far as you can maintain your alignment. Other leg, foot flat on the floor, knee bent, and squeeze. And one more time. Up, out, and down. These are all warm-ups. Hands right here. Put them up, dukes, those kinds of things. Reach out, rotate the shoulders, and bring it back. Starting out small. Just roll the shoulder, back shoulder goes back. As that front arm goes forward, don't just reach across, leaving that other shoulder just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Make those muscles work in the upper back. Get more involved. And start going a little more across each time as you get more stretched out. So farther in that diagonal, cross body. Making sure that back shoulder's still rolling. Go as far as you can with it. Make sure those knees are still bent, feet side by side. Foot flat on the floor. Hips do not move, and that's where you really want to work on this one. You're bringing that shoulder around, bringing the arm across, but not letting the hips roll to the side. My little swoosh will stay right where it is. You will always see it. And across, and back. Arms down, up on the ball of the foot. Rotate out, rotate back. Stay with the side. Just get some movement through here. Making sure the hip doesn't go with it. Around and back. This one is the one we're really concentrating on, is bringing that heel out. Knee and toe always point in the same direction when you do these. So the knee doesn't turn or the foot doesn't turn without the knee turning. All of it rolls together. You want to keep that alignment so that if your foot does go out from under you, if it goes out to the side, that knee will automatically go right there, putting you in alignment as you step out, keeping you from rotating out and back, where you take the whole body and it just rolls. I went to the other side. Out, in, and back. Heel in, get it there. And nice and slow, bring it back. What you're looking for are those muscles in the hip joint. Little more movement, but we also have some work going on in there, engaging those muscles to pull this leg out. And then on the other side, bring that heel out. One more time. Around, back. Stay right here, a little bend in the knees. Put the two together, hands up. We're going to do heel out, reach across body with that shoulder. Don't let the hips turn. And back to center. Up. Heel up, roll it out, roll the shoulders. Right here, nothing. Nothing. Nothing going on there. It's dead. And one more to the other side right there. All kinds of rotation we got. Now we're going to get the heart rate up. This one's for the cardio. Step up. Step back. Whoo. Okay, that wasn't it. There's more. Up and back. Up. Comfortable? You comfortable with that? Heel first. Ball of the foot coming forward. Stepping, just a regular step, and then back again. Go into a little bit of a hop now. Just up and back. So you first make that step forward and then push off with the back foot, bringing it down, and then back again. So getting into that plyometrics. This is where we get the heart rate up a little bit. Up and back. Same off to the side. step, step. For right now, just get that movement side to side. Step, together, step, together, and then pop. Out and back. Small moves, working the hips. So working all the muscles that we need. We're stacking over the stationary leg, getting the core involved, but also getting the heart rate up just a little bit. And same thing backwards. Step up, step back, step up. There we go. So let the sideshow begin. Step up, everybody. Back and up. And then you can push off and forward, back and up. Comfortable with that? Let's go to the other side. Go right into that bounce. If you need to, you get winded, you just step and step, making sure you make that full step. Still using the balls of the feet, though. Don't let your feet just go flat. Boom, boom. Stay up. You want that heel to come down slowly as the knee extends so that you're making that nice soft drop. Everything hits at everything hits and moves together to soften the blow to the floor. Up front, back up, 2, and back, 3, and 4, all the way around, 2 times each spot. We're going to go 2 to the front, all the way around. All right, you ready? Forward first, 1, and back, 2, and back to the side, step, and back, out, and back, straight back. That's 1. That's 2. Out to the side. And 2. 2. And 2. Forward. 1. And 2. And back. Fun one. Diagonals. So you're going to go back to the side and up. Do a couple steps first. This is a little different than what we're used to. Brain hasn't had to do this very often. We don't do this in class a lot. So that and back. You're pointed forward while the feet go back. Toes are pointed forward. Back at a diagonal to the 6 o'clock position. 3 to 6 or 9 to 6, whichever way it looks like to you. I never know what it looks like on your side. Up to the back, to the up, to the back. Now, forward. Just go back. So you're leading with that leg that's to the outside, following up, pushing off with that back foot, and then up front. Back, up, and back. Last ones. Right there. And you're set. That was the cardio part. Moving back into something that's not cardio. Arms up overhead. Let the heart rate come down a little bit. Reach off to the side. Both arms up. Head on the inside of that upper arm. Stretch the arms out like you're Superman trying to take off. Whee, like that. I don't have my cape, so I will not actually be able to fly today. It's too windy anyway. I think it's grounding. They're grounding all Supermans today. Supermans. Because it's too windy. One each side again. Out. And back. Both arms reach out through the shoulders. High as you can get them. And back in again. Arms up here. We're going to bring the arms down, squeezing this time. And back up. Foot comes up. Tight. And back out. Need a chair for this? Use it. Use that chair if you need it. One arm up. You want to feel all these muscles working along the side of the torso. Spine to the middle of the torso. Belly button to spine. All those muscles contracting. Remember that cross knee is a whole lot of just lifting with that heel out. It doesn't come way inside. You're not trying to get farther than that hip can stay steady, staying forward. To the other side. We kind of went back to cardio. Sorry. Out. I didn't tell you it was coming. Pull down. Get those shoulder blades to roll down as you do that. The shoulder, if you're using the chair, you still want it to go behind you. Up and out. In. Extend. Bring it back. Whoa. One more time. And we're there. Always get a whoa in. I always do. Hands to the side. Turn the shoulders so you're pointing at a diagonal wherever you can get without pulling the hips with you. You don't want this to happen. Hips stay here. You stay whatever that diagonal is. Hands on the thigh. Here's what we're going to do. Work on just doing butt right straight back here, keeping the spine in neutral as you go down, and then through the heels and push back up again. Hitting this stretch in a little different way with that rotation in there brings the stretch to different places in the back of the thigh and up, different places in the glutes. One more time, down. Stay here in the down position, keeping the shoulder blades back. Now rotate over to the other side. Roll that shoulder that's leading around to the back, and then up. Knees stay over the ankles and in. If you do have to pick something up and you can't face it, you should always be facing whatever you're picking up. If for whatever reason you're not able to do that, you always want to make sure that you keep the spine in neutral if you're going to lift. If you're twisting anyway, any curve in the upper back is just going to put all sorts of strain on the back. You've got the spine out of alignment. And up one more time. Down, you've got the muscles already under stress because you've got that bend in there. And now you're going to put a rotation on top of it, taking stretch muscles and making them into strained muscles. Grab your chair. I don't know what that was about. I pointed to my knees. We're going to bring them up. Stay on the one side. Control the movement. Up. Check out alignment. Tap the toe. Back up. Right straight up. And down, tap. And up. Up is wherever up is for you. It's up to you. We're up to decide where up is. Tap. But wherever it is, you're doing that exhale at the end. Get that pelvic tilt in there. Feel the glutes engage, especially on that side. Lower abs tightening up. All the way around the core. Giving us that nice solid protection around the spine. Other side. Same thing. Just high knee, that's it. And controlling the drop. Tap the toe. Other foot, bending the knee, foot flat on the floor, and toe forward. Always make sure you line up. Stay upright as you do this. Don't let the chin come to the chest or the chest roll forward. And down, down, down. Tap lightly. The knee's still bent just a little bit. Don't forget that. One last time. And I say that because mine was locked out. And down. I want to try to catch those as quickly as I can. All right. What's next? Over to the other side. That tuck we did, let's go into it just a little bit more. Foot forward, out to the side. Get that toe out as far as you can. Set yourself here first. Hips are forward. You're facing out there. Lift. Tap. Bring it up. Keep it at that diagonal. Make sure the knee and toe stay in the same direction. Hip, knee, toe. Not hip, knee, toe, like that. One more time up. And back down, leg right out in front. A little bend in the knee, forward leg raise. Making sure that you don't lean forward as you pick the leg up. That puts all kinds of strain. Again, as soon as you put your chin to the chest, that spine, all those muscles that run up along the spine are just all tense right here. They've really shortened up. And if you do something else at the same time, like lift, like twist, at all, turn, that's when you put the back into a strained position. Up and down. Again, it's that exhale. Feel a little pelvic tilt in there. You should feel where everything just locks. It's solid. Those muscles are just rock solid, holding everything where they should be. Hold them. Just keep them there for 2 seconds. It's such a good feeling that you have that kind of control over these muscles, that your body you can put into like a brace when you strengthen the muscles up the right way. Other side. Other side. Up and out. Toe on the floor, hip forward. Start here first. We want to make sure we have our posture before we get into the strength part of it. Knee up. Back down. Okay, don't let the hip roll. Don't lock the knee out. Don't let the hip roll. I do this. If you've got some other little quirk that you have, I have a plenty, that you notice happens when you do this. Maybe the ankle comes in or the foot comes in, heel comes in. Or you lean forward or turn, whatever it is, fix it. So you can do these the right way so that you can strengthen up the muscles you need to remain safe. Down and squeeze around to the front. Right up. Little bend in the knee, tap the toe right there, and then raise and lower. Not a big movement. Feel the muscles in that other hip engage as well. So right, the glutes on the other side. That last push of air just engages the entire core. One more. And down. All right. Here we go. Combo move. Hand up behind the head. Use the chair for the other one. Elbow back, chin up. Knee comes up. Hold right there. Rotate. Bring that elbow around and then exhale here for that last piece of it so you can really feel those muscles work. It is fine to pick it up and rotate at the same time if you maintain your form. If you're having any problems with that at all, bring one up and the other around. You're here, and now you can do that engagement. Hips are turning. That leg is not. Make sure you're not going out there when I say hips. Your torso is turning. Shoulder girdle. And down one more time. One more. And back, arm out to the side. Leg raise. Rotate shoulders. So remember, this is the most important of this to get something out of this. Is it's not, watch his shoulder, that's closest to the camera. It's not reaching out with that other arm and touching. It's taking this back shoulder and rotating it around as you reach forward so that you have the shoulder girdle rotating. So we're going to bring the foot up. It's a toy soldier. Trying not to kick my cat. Hey, Betsy. I'm back. She pays me no attention whatsoever. There we go. She looks at me like, stop talking about me. One more time. Put it together, one and then the other. So knee up. This is where we get into the brain. We're doing rotations, cross body, that whole thing. Front to back, up, down. Knee up. No rotation through the leg on either one of these, and then up. Back behind the head. Knee right straight up. Down, arm out to the side. Behind. With that tuck. Other side. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, yet. Sorry. Hand behind the head. Head back. I'm arguing with myself. There's no one else here except Betsy. Betsy told me to do the wrong thing. It's her fault. Not mine. Never my fault. If Amy were here, I'd blame her. But the cat's here, so I can blame the cat. Up. Couple more. Up. So I want you to just get used to this movement alone first. And then the other movement. Back shoulder rotates back, front shoulder reaches forward, and around. Keep going with that. Knee stays bent, foot stays forward. Again, do this one piece at a time if you need to make sure that you hold your form. Or leg up, rotate the shoulders, reach forward, and then feel those muscles tighten up. Two moves in one. Tuck with the rotation. Arm out to the side, full rotation with a leg lift. Back up, elbow with the tuck. Arm out. In a windmill. So one thing you can do with these, we're not going to today, but one thing you can do with these when you're doing them on your own at home, thinking, you know what, I could do some of those core exercises. Bring the foot up. You can go into a hip hinge, but you got to make sure you're pushing the butt out as you do this, not rolling the chin to the chest, but going into that hip hinge and coming back. How much fun was that? It was. All right, move on to something else. Knee in, toe out. Start here. So my knee's here, toes there. Notice though, knee and toe are still in alignment. That's really important. Not knee is coming in and I've got that foot planted and just collapsing this leg. I'm coming up and I'm rotating so that the knee, toe, heel, all in alignment, and then lifting. And this other leg stays solid. Planted firmly, toe forward, out. And back. Feel all these muscles work to lift that leg up. All the way across. You're also working to keep that heel out. So outside of the butt's working to hold that leg out, and then you lift at the same time, hitting the hip flexors in the front, what is now the front, with that leg twisted like that. One more time. So it's coming right straight up and back down. Now you're going to bring cross body. So up and still do that raise. You're still tightening up these muscles. It's not just reaching across with that knee. We want to get these muscles involved in the front of the hip. We work the outside, now we want to come inside. So knee comes across, heel out, knee in, and then lift here and out. So that's really how you do a crossbody tuck. It's not just lifting and usually turning our hips. It's leg across, hips forward, and then one more time. I'm moving back to the other side. Toe out, heel out, knee in, just lift. So think about that knee being right in alignment with the hip and the shoulder. With that knee out, you're stacked over that stationary leg. Feel the work happening on the backside here, through the hip, those abductor muscles into the glutes. Other foot stays flat on the floor, knee stays bent, and no rotation. One more time. Step out, bring across body, and then up. So that knee never gets to the other side. If you turn the hips, you can get it way over there, but you've accomplished nothing by doing that. Tap, in, up, and out. One more time. And back. Let's get a drink of water is what we should do, since we haven't done that yet. I really like these exercises. There's so many little parts and pieces to them that we have to put all together. And then when they do come all together, it's really fun. I really like it. I like it. All right. Feet forward, shoulders back, straight line, chin over chest, rotation only. Again, don't let the hips turn. Turn the hips a couple times. Feel what it feels like on the outsides of the legs and the knees when you do that. And now, don't let them go. Feel how much different that is. That, like, you unlock. You just loosen up. Your body drops on one side. You've got that rotation. You're so out of alignment at that point in time, putting so much stress on the bones and the joints and the muscles. It's just taking what we normally do and just exaggerating it, giving it a little more time, a little more tension, because time under tension makes strength. Other side. Okay, so I got crooked and started to bend. And immediately, other lower back on the other side took a hit. And I knew immediately that I needed to get myself up, shoulder blades back. I started just getting sloppy. I came down trying to get that shoulder back more. And back. Let's make this more fun. That was warm up for this. Feet out are diagonal. Start small. Start small diagonal. Side by side. Start right here. You turn yourself forward. Hips now are pointed forward. Now the hips don't move this way. Normally we're here. We're going to try to get just a little more out of this. Make these muscles work a little harder. Make that other side stretch just a little bit more. Hand to fist. Roll the shoulders. And come back nice and slow. Take your time with this. Be really careful of that lower back. Feel the extra work of instead of being here. When you start here at that diagonal, now you start moving back and pushing. And back to center. We do a sit-up that's exactly like this. So we do lay on our back, hips roll out to the side, side of the legs on the floor, upper body is here, and then we do a sit-up, keeping those legs on the floor and coming up. That really engages the obliques, holding us in place to lift us up. Other side, same thing. Feet are diagonal and around. Take it slow for the first couple. Make sure you're not hurting yourself. Really concentrate on only the shoulder girdle turning. In fact, try to drive that hip back the other way. Be careful with that. You want it stabilized. That's the most important thing. And again, you can go back farther and we don't even think about it. It just feels so natural to let those shoulders go back more. And besides, type A people want to go as far as they can. And down and down. Woo! What do we got time for yet? Let's sit on the chair. I got a fun one. We're going to do one chair. Stand to sit first. Scoot your way back about halfway on the chair. Back against the back of the chair. Upper back against the upper back of the chair. So it's not just hook forward, let your back go. The way I sit at a desk, like that, it is straight back. Keeping the back straight as you go straight back, hinging at the hip. What we're starting out with is looking for how far out we can get with those legs and still be able to maintain our posture. Arms out in front. Start here first. Shoulder blades are back and down, and then reach with the shoulders. So really, you're driving through the shoulders to get you back, which keeps you in neutral. Hands are right in front of you so you can look right over the top of them. Back. Come out just a little bit more. So get warmed up. Tap. And really drive those shoulder blades down because that's what gets me back into neutral. All right, back here. Hold. Take one hand, bring it down on the side. Back up and up. So we're going to go back in that hip hinge. Bring the arm. I'm going to stay on this side or show it from the same side. You guys alternate sides. And up, holding the torso in place. Holding the hips in place. Sits bones stay exactly where they are on the floor. Right? Isn't this a blast? Told you how much fun you have. It's most fun you're going to have all day. This move right here. It's a Russian twist, but it's an advanced Russian twist because normally you'd hold a weight out here as you're doing this and then bring it up. That is really a tough one to do when you get that weight bringing you down on the sides. All right, shake that out. We did the fun one. Cross the legs. We're going to go right into my favorite. I want to make sure we have time for it. Outside of the hip. Shoulder blades are back. This should feel really good all the way down. This one does for me. If you've got one you like better, you may do the figure four. I have not had hip flexor issues since I started doing those, or since I got rid of doing the figure fours. That was just really putting way too much tension on those hip flexors up front. And up. And that would really hurt me. When I was out hiking, I'd have a real problem with that. Picking that leg up after a while with the weight on my back and trying to go up high elevation. Other side. I go to a chiropractor or a PT. They tell me how to fix it. And really the only fix was resting. The idea is just not to strain it to begin with. And back up to the top. Feet apart. Hands on the thighs, right down the middle. Stretch out the inner thighs, stretch out the lower back, stretch out the hamstrings and the glutes. Spine stays straight. Don't bring the chin to the chest. Don't let the head go below the heart. And up, hands down, shoulders roll down. Not the chin. Reach underneath the chair. Oh, yep. Those are tight. Bring yourself back up again. Using the hands or using the shoulder blades back to get yourself back up over the top. Side bend. One arm, reach it up as high as you can get it at a diagonal. Roll the shoulder. Really just think about lifting the shoulder, not the arm. The arm just has to go somewhere, so it goes up over the top. But all the work is happening right, lifting that shoulder up, feeling the stretch through those lats on the sides. And you can't get down that far. That prevents you from doing that big hook down. I'm trying to create that U. And back, that me, or that female sheep. Out on the side of the arm, shoulder blades back, chest out. Controlled rotation here. And other side. Running out of time. I'm just going to leave the chair here. And come on back. Arms out to the side, shoulder blades back, chest is out. Deep breath in, stomach out. Exhale, bring the arms down on top of the thighs. Shoulders roll forward, chin does not come down to the chest. Deep breath in, exhale. Roll the shoulder blades back together, squeezing the core. Push the stomach out as you breathe in and exhale. And we're good.